What is it? Oh, yeah, teeter-totter. Yeah, teeter-totter. Yeah. What are you doing? Oh, funny. That's very funny. So I get, as usual, the short end of the stick. That's fine. I'll get on that. I'll show you who's got the short end of the whatever. Oh. Sorry, Bill. Oh, I feel terrible. All right. Oh. That's smart, you know. Hang on, then he gets off it. No. All right. Oh. Gosh, these playgrounds are fun, aren't they? Anyway, we got that unit apart, and I got Bill's horse, and Bill's bringing the items. Anyway, he mounts the whole unit up there on the old wagon that we had, and stole something from the handyman workbench, didn't you there, Bill? What are we doing here? What's going on? How's this work, Bill? You're gonna sit on, yeah? All right, what's gonna happen? He's gonna sit on that end. Okay, the spring's attached there, so, yeah, okay. Where's that pipe? The pipe goes down here, and... Oh, I know. The old railroad car thing where you hand pump. If you can get this thing pumping, you don't need gas. You can just pump up and down the teeter-totter, and that will drive the car forward. But, yeah, it's gonna be awful hard to get her started there, Bill. You can't just... What? Oh, he must be... Oh, I'll give it a push. All right, fair enough. Oh, gosh. These kids that don't clean up their room. Oh, it's the horse. Now the horse can drive. All right, so back I go and give her a little push just to get him going, and then he'll be able to... Maybe a little grease might have been an idea. There she go. Oh, I see. All right, slowly up and down. There we go. I'm just not going to get a lot of speed out of it, but there you go. There you are. That's working. By golly, it's working. I don't know what he does when he comes to a hill, but... You know, we made a little mistake here. We left the key turned on, and by golly, she didn't start up, you know. that picked things up a little bit, you know. And then, of course, with the bounce and everything, the darn horse fell on the gas pedal, and that really picked things up. Right, Bill? Oh, you're fine. Hang on. Right, oh boy. We lost one. Man overboard. Oh, my God. Bill, look out. The car. Bill, the car. Oh. Wow. Oh, boy. You know, he looks good with a pipe, doesn't he? Yeah, right, Bill? Wow. Stay tuned for Garth. Something a little safer. He's been attacked by a porcupine.
You stream reality shows live.
Yes.
Your partner loves romance. Your daughter binges drama. And your son, comedy with Edge. You need one streaming service that covers your entire family.
I'd like that.
Say hello to Stack TV, where you'll get 16 of the best live TV channels and exclusive shows you can binge on demand. There's something great for everyone, all in one place.
You don't want to miss this.
Stack TV. There's a stream for everyone.
It's your favorite sports and athletes. 24/7. Free. Yep, you heard right. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Nothing. Just free sports. 24/7. It's beIN Sports Extra. Free sports. 24/7.
This is the work of a serial killer.
Figure thinks he can do a cop's job.
No one trusts a lone man in the wild.
If your cover is blown, there is no saving you. What's your name? Can you escape before they know what you've done? She's in.
Have you ever wanted to whistle to the Andy Griffith Show? Now here's your chance. Don't miss a beat and watch the Andy Griffith Show on Pluto TV.
Well done.
I really like the way the guys are dealing with the gasoline shortage. We're all figuring out ways to make our vehicles burn less gas.
Well, I doubt whether taking the passenger seat's going to save any weight.
Hey, Harold, no passenger seat means no passenger. Without you there beside me, not only will I have enough gas to get where I'm going, I'll arrive in a better mood. Boy, you know, that would make a dandy recliner once I washed the Dr. Pepper out of her.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you guys are using less fossil fuel now.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe all the extra weight you were carrying around.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, Yeah, I meant your vehicle.
But you know, the bunch of us have made a little wager now to see who can go the farthest on the least amount of gas. So we're all kind of cutting the weight down to our vehicles. You know, all you gotta do is take out the duplication. You know, all you really need on any car is one headlight, one mirror, one window, one seat, one door.
One accident.
Hey, handyman, here's a tip for you. You know all the different kinds of glues they have out on the market right now? It doesn't matter what kind you use. If you spill it, make sure you clean it up right away. Even if it doesn't say quick drying on the can.
Garth Harville here, Animal Control. There's another important tip on how you can control your animals. Come on in here, Red.
What happened to your arm there, Garth?
Oh, there you go, Red. You just have to point it out, don't you? If no one would even notice it if you just didn't make such a big thing about it.
Well, no, I think they'd notice. What is it anyway?
Well, porcupine.
Really? I didn't think a porcupine could throw his quills.
Well, he can't, Red, but a bear can throw a porcupine. Yes, well, kids, if you love animals and you want to make a living at it, make sure you don't know anything about anything at all. And then go on down to the Animal Control Center, and they'll make you a boss. And try to avoid having any kind of personality whatsoever.
Garth, you have a feature for us on squirrels here today? That's what I understood it was going to be.
Huh?
Squirrels. You're going to do something about squirrels or something. Squirrels.
Yeah, squirrels, yes. All right, if you're going to try to catch squirrels, make sure you don't have anything edible in your pockets. Don't ask me how I know that. You got another tip about squirrels. Don't try to catch them at all. They're not nice animals. They're just rats with a hairdo. I got a whole nest of squirrels up in my attic. So what I've done is I've stuffed all the attic holes with this screen right here.
Oh, yeah.
So that should pretty much take care of the problem.
All right, and now how did you chase the squirrels out of the attic before you put the screen up?
How do you mean?
Oh, boy. Garth, I think you've probably trapped all the squirrels in there. I'll go take the screen down for you.
Yeah. Okay, well, make sure you don't have anything edible in your pockets there.
All right.
Good. Well, another super day.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was a coin or something.
Nice work, Harold.
Well, good night, everybody. Remember, keep your stick.
No, sir. We're going to tell him what happened. Well, our most fuel-efficient vehicle thing, that went fine. But then Mr. Conscience figures he's got to stick his nose in.
Well, all I said was honesty's the best policy, you know.
Harold, you forced us all to go down to Ralphie's and admit that we'd been stealing gas and offer to pay him all back all the money we owed him as long as he went back to being a gas station.
A suggestion? That's all it was, just a suggestion.
Well, here's the kicker. He'd never not been a gas station. He just expanded to be a convenience store as well. The gas pumps were still there behind the racks of chips and maps and key fobs and carpeting. Man, how come every gas station now has to be a department store?
You know, I think you should just be happy that the gas shortage is over.
Now, Harold, you made us tell the truth for nothing. That's a cardinal sin. You'd understand that if you were married.
Meeting time, Uncle Red.
Yeah, you go ahead, Harold. The men are waiting for you.
Oh, okay.
So if my wife is watching, I'll be coming straight home after the meeting, and I'll gas up the weed whacker. You'll be able to see out of the windows again. And to the rest of you, thanks so much for watching. On behalf of myself and Harold and the whole gang up here at Possum Lodge, keep your stick on the ice.
Excuse me, I'll bring Uncle Red. I just want to know, okay, who ran over my hat on the road? Yeah, okay, well, next time, wait till I'm out of it.
Boy, this is too much.
the new Red Green Show! Coming to you directly from Possum Lodge, where every day's like taking a vacation. From reality, that is. Here he is, the star of our show, my Uncle Red Green!
Thank you. This is a real exciting day up at the lodge. First day of trout season.
Oh, I hate trout season. I hate that. Fishing shows make for bad television.
Harold, this is a fishing show.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, that explains the ratings. Okay, well, you picture this, Uncle Red. You and a bunch of guys sitting in a canoe waiting for a trout to bite a rubber minnow. Not exactly visual dynamic imagery.
All right, Harold, picture this. You wearing a paper hat making French fries. On today's show, I'm going to show you how to make a tackle box, one that you can actually wear. Ranger Gord has made sandwiches. I don't ask, I really don't want to know. And then Mike is going to try to relate his prison experience to reality. And Dougie tells us how to get women. Another stretch. Well, trout fishing season started at 6 o'clock this morning. We've already had our first arrest. Before the sun was even up, Bob Stuyvesant from the Ministry of Natural Resources fined Junior Singleton and confiscated his fishing equipment.
All of his equipment? Woo! He traded a '78 Buick LeSabre for that stuff.
No, not his fishing gear, just the aircraft lights.
Aircraft lights?
Yeah, Junior had mounted aircraft lights on the end of the boat pointing down into the water. Is that illegal?
Yeah. It's called unfair advantage. Because bright lights attract fish.
And government agents.
So is Junior in a lot of trouble?
Well, now that's between Junior and the Ministry of Natural Resources.
Oh, well, where'd you get the aircraft landing lights?
That's between Junior and the Ministry of Transportation. Mind you, airplanes shouldn't fly at night anyway. It's too dangerous.
Well, it is now.
Later on in the show, Bill and I are going to do a little practice casting, getting ready for the big fishing. Oh, boy. Dropped everything, Bill, your sinkers and everything. Look at this, picking them all up. Oh, Bill. Got all the lures snagged into you there. I guess you caught yourself. I'm not going to clean you.
Okay, this is the big one. For 2 solid hours with a wrecking ball from McClintock Salvage. Uncle Red, you have 30 seconds to get Mr. Hammer to say this word. 30 seconds. Begin.
All right, Mike, promise.
Death threat?
Dedication.
Habitual offender?
Conviction.
Appeal?
Honor.
Amongst thieves?
Now, Mike, when a man and woman pledge their loyalty, that's called making a...
Conjugal visit.
Oh, she had a rifle on her dresser, a shotgun on the floor, a pistol in her pillow, and an Uzi by the door. She had enough artillery to start a conflagration, and when she threw her arms around you, you were pretty much there for the duration. Well, this being the start of trout season, I got out my fishing gear. There's a lot of it, but hey, I need it all. Because when I go, I want to stay gone. I don't want to have to keep going home for another hook or more bait or another fishing rod or magazines or ice or beverages or sandwiches or my 8-tracks or, in fact, any of my fishing gear. So I thought this week on Handyman Corner, I'm going to show you how we can make a pair of hip waders that will hold all of your fishing equipment. Hopefully, you'll never have to... It's one of these kids' wading pools. I got this one from Junior Singleton because there's a hole in it that happened during a particularly competitive game of lawn darts. All right, first thing you want to do is you got to cut a hole in the middle of the bottom that's the same circumference you are in the middle of your bottom. That can't be right. I'll just round it off. right, once you got the hole cut the size of you, then you duct tape some shoulder straps in there made of duct tape. And just pull the whole unit up onto your shoulders. That's why they call them shoulder straps. And there we go. Now, we're going to have to separate this whole pool thing into little compartments, and for that, I suggest a piece of the vinyl siding. You know, you can get this, just peel it off of somebody's house, you know, while something else loud is going on, like, say, an electrical storm. Just be sure to wear rubber-soled shoes. Now, you want to bend this to fit inside here and make all the compartments. I suppose you could measure this, but who has that kind of time? I got her all separated into compartments here. Keep everything kind of separate there. And as you can see, I got my favorite pop here on ice. I got the bait in this area. Got myself some sandwiches put here, and got some small tools over in this area. You never know when you're going to need them. And you notice I've added some signs so you can tell what's what, because I'll tell you, on a hot day, and maybe it rains a little bit by the sun beating down there, it gets very difficult to tell the bait from the tuna casserole. I'll tell you, that was not a fun day. No wonder the fish weren't biting. And around the back here, I got my first aid, my magazine. All right, I can't seem to access the stuff in the back, so we have what we call a design flaw. This is going to take a major rethink. All right, you get yourself a hard hat, drive a spike up through that. We've all done it down the other way a few times, haven't we? All right, then take a roll of duct tape, stick that on as your bearing. Probably a lot of you have noticed that this is not really a hard hat. This is an army helmet. I got it from the Possum Lodge Little Theater Group when All Quiet on the Western Front bombed. Maybe bomb is a little strong. Self-destructed, a little more accurate. Then I added some strapping, so these are a little bit longer. I got a hole right at the crisscross. You try to get that up and line her up with the spike. Get that right in there. And there you go, huh? 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 Look at that, huh? Huh? Now we're fishing. It's just like a lazy Susan. I haven't seen her since grade school. So remember, the women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy. I'm going fishing. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Stay tuned as Ranger Gord gives the fire tower a coat of paint.
All of you. Just touch that duck. I mean, just feel how firm that is on the outside.
It is overcooked, Chef.
Overcooked. It's half back, boys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Oh, my Lord.
Amber.
Yes, Chef.
I've never seen such perfect cooking ever this year. That is absolute masterclass. Extraordinary. Can you cook?
Yes, sir!
The amazing Pluto TV has all your favorite episodes of The Ed Sullivan Show.
So you all heard the rumors, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'll check the schedule.
Well, Bob Stuyvesant from the Ministry of Natural Resources has just arrested Stinky Peterson. It's the first day of trout season, and the only thing reeled in are Possum Lodge members.
Does Stinky qualify as a largemouth or a sucker?
Walleye, actually. Stinky was fishing up at Rock Reef Point by chucking sticks of dynamite into the water. Apparently that's illegal too, Harold.
Oh, wow, yeah, you know, they're so strict about those kind of things, you know. Yeah, it seems you're not allowed to catch unarmed fish with explosives or nuclear weapons. Yeah. You know, it's put a damper on sport fishing everywhere. Right?
Is that sarcasm, Harold? Sounded like sarcasm.
Not if I have to explain it.
Is it sarcasm or not?
Go fish.
You know, Red, ladies and gentlemen, an important part of the forest ranger's job is rescuing lost campers and hikers. You know, the forest is our friend, but a lot of people will enter the forest unaware of its potential dangers.
Babes in the woods, right, Gord?
Babes? Yeah. There's babes here?
No.
Babes!
No, no.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Ow, ow! Babe, babe, babe! Where?
No, Gord, it's just an expression, actually. You know, getting back to your earlier statement there, you've been up here 16 years. Exactly how many people have you rescued from the woods in that time?
You mean all together, in a bunch?
Yeah, yeah.
Together?
How many, roughly, you know?
All totaled up?
Yeah, all total.
Well, I don't think the numbers are important, Red. Really.
So it's those none.
Do a taxi. What's the deal? Signed, Mr. Lonely.
Well, not much to go on there, Harold. Mr. Lonely could be Mr. Loser. Or maybe the woman's just playing hard to get.
Well, no, Red. It's been my experience. Women don't play hard to get. They are hard to get. You don't just walk up to a woman and start a conversation. You drive up. And there's a hint, bold as brass, in that letter. She got into a taxi. Hint, hint, get yourself a set of wheels.
What, like your monster truck, Mr. Franklin? Because personally, I find that, completely inappropriate.
Well, don't you go kidding yourself, Harold. Women love a monster truck. They love the power. They love the size. Women love all that rubber.
What about the eye contact, though, Dougie? You're up the monster truck there. Don't you need something shorter, like a van or a pickup truck, make you have that eye-to-eye thing that they recommend in those magazines that Bernice buys?
You're on to something there, Red.
Yeah.
If you take that thought just a little bit farther, it might behoove you, when you go to buy your vehicle, to get one that puts you right at eye level of whatever it is you want to be looking at, while you're talking to her. Catch my drift. And another thing, power windows. Power windows. Women love a man that can drive up smooth as can be, raise and lower his windows without cranking and wheezing. You know what? Makes them think you're good with your hands.
You are the father! What did you think was going to happen when you got with somebody? This is why I got up this morning, this right here, just to have this moment.
Now, nobody's saying the Chatsworth Estate is the Garden of Eden, but it's been a good home to us, to me, Frank Gallagher, and my kids, who I'm proud of, because every single one of them reminds me a little of me.
We are worth every penny for grinding your axes.
It's not theirs anymore. This is our England now.
I've been a judge for 40 years. Don't waste my time. You didn't pay rent. You have to go find the person that duped you if you were a dope that got duped. Get a good therapist.
Are you a therapist?
You are angry. I know what makes me angry.
Yeah.
You make me angry. It's my show. Nobody cares whether you have a personality or not.